time to negotiate with some sponsors. Obviously, revenue is key to our chances in F1, so we need to cut as many big ticket deals as possible. Now is the time to make it happen. Great news, boss. The sponsor we were after are pleased with our proposals and are happy to sign. I'll get all the relevant paperwork sorted. All that's left to say is, congratulations.
No pit stops, no strategy, it's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Okay guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go. This lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Engines fired up, we're set. And we've dropped to P12. And we've dropped to P12. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. 30 seconds left in the session. And we've dropped to P12.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. The Hungaroring, it's like Monaco without the boats, although the boats today could come in very handy. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri and Antonelli, Albon, Russell, Hamilton and Esteban Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Gabriel Bortoleto and Mayer, Gasly, Doohan, Liam Lawson and Ollie Behrman, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Hadjar and Pepe Marti rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. The question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, which ones have got it horribly wrong?
need to get past here, use overtake, use overtake. You're currently in P10. The distance to the leader, 8.0 seconds. Antonelli's ahead of you. They're on a fresh set of inters. Ocon's behind you. They're on a fresh set of inters. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 24 laps to go. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. Okay, you're in the top 10. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. straight behind, 14.9 seconds. It's Hamilton ahead. Time last lap, 1:37.9. Okay, gap ahead, 0.9 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. And gap to the car in front, 4.9 seconds. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.7 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre conditions for the foreseeable future. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.6 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.2 seconds. Caution, caution. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Green flag. use your overtake button more, it's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Norris behind. They're on old intermediates. Time last lap, 1:42.7. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. Just be aware. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 8.3 seconds. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Gap to your teammate behind, 22.8 seconds. them get away from you. One of them might make a mistake and that lets us back in. P9, you're running P9, keep going. Okay, gap to leader, 44.5 seconds. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. Antonelli's behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. And we've got 16 laps of fuel left, 16 laps. anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Forecast is 5 or 10 minutes more of rain before it starts to dry up. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Okay, clear. Okay, that's Lawson ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1 minute 52.8. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 20 laps old. Systems all looking good, head down. Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions. Gasly's behind you. Time last lap, 1:53.1. They're on old intermediates. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.5 seconds. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. ahead, 2.8 seconds.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And they led every single lap of the race. It was a light to flag victory, and that is total dominance.
From lights out to the checkered flag, each and every driver has this moment in the back of their mind. Now it's time for their celebrations. Our podium, it awaits. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.